In this video today, I'm going to be organizing one of my subscribers' music library, and I think this one has roughly around about 2,000 tracks. So let's go into here, we right click this, go to get info. You can see here that we have 2,978 tracks, so pretty much 3,000, and it's a 35 gigabyte music library. So what we're going to do first is just have a look at his music library and look at his folders. So if we go inside here, quite straightforward. I think if we just expand this a bit, he's just got all of his MP3s, all of his tracks in one folder. So he hasn't got any folders in here and no subfolders, so it's going to be quite straightforward to organize. So what we're going to do first is analyze his music library. Now I'm only going to be organizing the MP3s, so all of his M4As, his WAVs and stuff like that are going to be organized into separate folders. Also his acapellas, his instrumentals, his remixes, and the tracks that don't have metadata are also going to be separated out into a different folder. But also in this script I'm about to run, it will also clean up some of the metadata. So say for example, if it's missing a track name or an artist name, it's going to try and clean it up as much as possible. So what we're going to do now is come down to the bottom down here, and I'm just going to press up a few times, and we're just going to get rid of this old folder path, and then we're going to get the folder structure for this music library here. So I'm just going to right click this, and then we're going to go to get info, and I'm just going to just grab this path and then paste it here, and then I'm going to press enter. So now that's run, you can see that we have now an acapella folder with all his acapellas in, an instrumental folder with all his instrumentals. The tracks that we couldn't clean up the metadata are all in here. There's not that many. Other files, which is going to be his M4A tracks, right? And then the other folder is all his WAV tracks, right? I can't do the organization on the WAV and the M4 tracks yet, but at least I'll put them all together for him to sort out in a separate folder. And we've also put remixes in here as well. So tracks like bootlegs, mashups, edits, and stuff like that, I can't sort out because it's like, what genre do I give them? What year do I give them? But going forward, I'm going to be able to organize them. So just bear with me. So what we're going to do now is we are going to just move these folders out. So we're just going to just highlight these, put them into a folder called to sort. Then I'm just going to just move it out one folder. Now we're going to go back into here. Now all of these are his MP3s that we're going to sort out. So first of all, what we're going to do is import this into Serato, and we're going to see what kind of metadata he has in his tracks. So what we're going to do is we're going to just find his music library. So we're going to go to music. We're going to go to music library 2. We're going to pick up the folder will and then just bring it over here. So now we're just going to have a look at how his music library looks. So if we have a look now, he's got some color coding on the left hand side. I don't know what it means, but that's good, bit of organizing. But you can see here that he's got some genres. So we've got dancehall, deep house, we've got future house, we've got hip hop R&B, we've got house. So to be honest, most of his tracks here do have years in the genre. So I'm not going to do too much in this music library. Let's just have a look. So yeah, so you got some genres like urban, trap, and stuff like that. And I feel like there's just too many genres going on in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just remove all these tracks out of here. This was just to have a look. Let's go to that. So what we're going to do first is we're going to clear all the genres for his tracks. Now, if you look on the left-hand side, this is my new tool, Music Library Tools. If you want to be one of the first to get this when it comes out, check the link in the description down below. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to clean out the genres. So we're going to come up to the top here and click the folder, and we're going to click select folder, and we're going to come out, go to music, and go to Music Library 2, and then click the will folder. We're going to click open. And now what we're going to do is we're going to clear all the genres for these tracks. So I'm going to click clear genre. Right, so that's all cleaned up. Now we're going to clean up all the years. That's all sorted. Now the next one, this is going to be the feature which is going to make you guys want this new app. We're going to populate all the tracks with the year and the genre. So first of all, before I do that, I'm just going to open back up Serato. I'm going to re-import his folder back in so you can see. Right, so if we look at his music library now, you can see that the year has been set to 0000 and all his genres have been set to no genre and his composer is set to no data. Now, like I said, the big feature of Music Library Tools is populating the year and genre. So what we're going to do is we're going to click populate year and genre, and we're going to leave it to do its thing. Then once it's done, I'm going to come back to you guys and we're going to see the end result. So I'm just going to click this, let it do its thing, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so that's all done now. So if we go back into Serato and then we go to rescan ID free tags, you're going to start to see some things updating and changing. So you can see that he's got quite a lot of house music in here. But also if you see on the right hand side next to that, I've also subcategorized the house genre. So you can also see that we've got Dutch house, electro house, deep groove house, progressive electro house, etc. So let's scroll up a little bit. Let's start at the top. So we've got Afrobeat. So you can see obviously Burna Boy. We've got Darku. We've got some classics. So your old school Bee Gees and stuff stuff like that. Commercial music, so Clean Bandit, etc. So it seems to be quite good. Dance music, he's got quite a lot of dance music in here, which is quite good. Got a little bit of dancehall, so you can see some Beanie Man, Charlie Black. Hip hop rap seems to have quite a lot of hip hop rap, but you can also see on the right hand side that I've subcategorized those as well. So you got Houston rap, Trap Queen, Queens hip hop, etc. Come down, we've got house music like we spoke about earlier. We've also got some Latin music in here, so a bunch of Bad Bunny. You also got like Latin hip hop and trap Latino, etc., which is good for subcategorizing as well. But we've also got no genre. So these are the tracks that could not be found. You gotta understand, I can't get every single track, but it's got majority of the tracks. So if I also scroll down, we've also got other as well. Other are going to be genres that I haven't covered yet, but in future updates of Music Library tools, there are going to be updates to this. So not every track's going to have other, but you can see on the left-hand side that we did get the year. So at least we've got half the information. So if you scroll down a little bit more, we've got the remixes. Now, if we come down to the bottom, we've also got some soca music in here, and then we've got some UK music. Now, we have now updated his music library. We've organized it. So now we need to do one more thing. So if you have a look over here, we're just going to move this over to the right like this. You can see that in his music library, you can see that all of his tracks are just out. You don't know what genre the tracks are. There's no organization here. So we're gonna run one more script. So in Music Library Tools, I'm just gonna click the folder again just to make sure that we're in the wheel folder. I'm gonna go to open, and I'm gonna click this button here, move to genre. Now what you're gonna see on the right hand side is things gonna start moving, and you can start to see some folders being created. Now, if you see, all the tracks have now been moved into their genre folder. So if I open up Afrobeats, all the Afrobeats tracks have been put into here. All the classics tracks have been put into here. Garage tracks have been put into here. House tracks have been put into here, etc. Now you can see that it's a lot more organized. Now, if you want to move this music library over or back it up, it's a lot easier to do it like this than how it was before. Now, like I said previously, if you want to send your music library over to me, check the link in the description down below. If you want to be one of the first to get Music Library Tools when it's first out, check the link in the description down below. Now that you've watched this video, check this video out here.